Here's a quick overview of our Onkoshi Gold Project. As I said, it shares significant similarities to B2 Gold's Otjikoto and Wolfshag deposits. And its most significant similarity is what its mineralization is associated with, and it's extremely magnetic. We've seen with the exploration and the success that B2 Gold had with the discovery of Wolfshag pit, that geophysical surveys and detailed geophysical work allowed them to further delineate and add, I think, north of 2 million ounces to the life of mine there. So the project was previously worked by Rossing Uranium, which was Rio Tinto back in the day, but they clearly didn't understand the structural constraints of them on the mineralization, and they walked away from it for a multitude of factors. One of it being that the gold price was below $300 in, and they had better opportunities. In 2004, the project was used as a listing project for then Bafex Resources to roll into Helio Capital on the TSXV. And the 43-101 that was written there outlined all the opportunity that was left. Since then, no work has happened on the project, and we were lucky to pick up the project, and we're now in the process of negotiating land access with the surface right owners to get land access and get our ECC and get working there. Here are some of the historical intercepts, and that clearly demonstrates the opportunity that is there. I want to click through to this to display the work that has been covered on the Onkoshi Gold Project. There was extensive exploration done, but there's quite a massive amount of exploration opportunity left. And I think the biggest one to focus on is geophysics has definitely changed since the early 90s to now, not only in how that you get the data, but also how you are processing the data to help display targets. On top of that, we know now from work that we've completed on our own projects, as well as precedent that has been set by a lot of other projects, that detection limits need to go down to 5 parts per billion in our environment in order to better define anomalies. Up until 1993, majority, if not all of the sampling AU detection limit was to 20 BPB, even in areas with a lot of calcrete cover. So we think that a lot of these areas still have a significant exploration upside. Along with that, we can see that the exploration drilling only went to a maximum of 140 meters downhole, which works out to about 120 or 100 meters vertical depth. And we know that these steep dipping mineralized environments normally are open-ended to depth. So we excited to test that. What you see here is what's known as the regional magnetic survey, which is is testament again to Namibia as a jurisdiction, because this is fantastic data that is available from the MME here. And you can clearly see there are 2 remnant mag anomalies that we've highlighted in these boxes here that coincide with a lot of the geochemical signatures that were previously identified, but show that the target is wide open along strike. Rossing Uranium or Rio Tinto historically only tested 500 meters of strike length. The combination of both two is 5.5 kilometers. So we have about 5 kilometers of strike length. The other thing to note is since the 80s, there's been a lot of changing of how projection from historically collected data. So the way people project onto maps and everything like that, there's different datums. There have been a couple of changes in data in collection of those projections, and that has shifted some of the historical work. You can see over here, this star is where it was previously believed to be the what is known as the Rindi target, which was quite far into the Rindi farm. We have now ground truthed as well as put on the ground coordinates, and it has moved to within a couple of meters of the fence, which opens the opportunity up because there's ability to get land access there, and that's what we're busy negotiating with that. Together with that, with the current project 7464, we've put in 2 applications that are contiguous to the south with this, and this forms the new Onkoshi Gold Project. What we're targeting here are old historical, well-known established orogenic characteristics. On 8991, we have some granitic plutons that act as nice heat sources, allow for the mobilization of hydrothermal fluid that carries the gold. And then we have nice regional structures with second order structures and potential structural traps running on it. So we continually expanding our footprint, not hanging our hat on one opportunity, but also targeting many other opportunities. Both of those projects are currently in application with the MME, and once we get preparedness to grant, we'll be starting the ECC application.